Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum all of you. How are you all? Good, alhamdulillah. Okay, beta, as we already discussed that now we will give grammar a short break and will come to the text. So let's go on with the very first unit of our textbook revision. But before we start, let me remind you the two very important things. The first one, you all must have your dictionaries with you, and the second one, try to speak in English as much as you can, because na, practice makes a man perfect. Not only a man, woman also. So try to speak in English as much as you can. Okay, shall we start? Okay, let's start. Can you guess the idea behind these pictures? Better have a look. These pictures, what do they depict? A boy showing his number one medal, a man saying I'm great, a face showing thumbs down. Means so. What these pictures have common in them? What do these pictures have common in them? What do they depict? What do they show? You can also relate them to the introduction you have gone through of the very first unit. Yes, correct. These pictures are related to bragging. Now, what's bragging? Okay, whatever comes to your mind when you think of this word bragging, write it down there. Pause the video, write it down. I'm giving you 1 minute, then I'll discuss mine with you. Done? Okay, let me start mine. To speak too proudly about what you have done or what you own means what? To speak very proudly about your achievements or your belongings. To boast about your possessions. Have you ever heard a word in Urdu? We often say badhaiyan marna. Yes, that's what doing show off. Showing off your possessions, doing show off of your possessions. Yes, the things that you possess, the things that you own. Okay, so that's what the bragging is. Okay, let's move forward. I have got some more questions for you. Why do you think do the people actually brag? Second one, what does Islam teach us regarding the same? Now again pause the video, write your own views as the answers to these questions, and then I'll discuss mine with you. So pause the video and write them. Okay. Why do you think do the people actually brag? To feel important? Yes, this is what when they feel very unimportant. So to feel important, to gain their importance, they start bragging. They start showing off. To gain attention, of others when they feel neglected, that no one is paying attention towards them, so they start bragging, they start showing off. Yes, so that they may attract others towards them. To impress others, that's what the same. To impress others, to cover their weakness. Yes, when they know that when they are not satisfied from inside, when they feel a bit inferior, so to overcome their complex, they start bragging. Okay, what does Islam teach us regarding the same? Prevention of boasting in Islam. God does not love the arrogant and boasting ones. Yes, you must have heard a hadith in Islamiyat also. Allah Ta'ala ko zarra barabar bhi takabbur pasand nahi. That's it. Beta, we should not forget the fact that each and everything we have is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should not take it as our own merit, but the favors from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's why we should always be thankful and grateful only and only to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because anything we have is not our achievement. So how can we boast or brag about it? Isn't it? It has been given to us by Allah, and remember, the one who can give us can take it back also. So we should never brag or boast, but should be only thankful and grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for each and every favor He has blessed us with. Okay? Okay. Now let's start the very first unit of our textbook, bragging, and the very first chapter, true essence. Before we move forward, let me introduce to some of the new vocabulary words that we are going to encounter while reading the lesson. Okay, let's start. So here are some of the new words: fabulous, inquired, exotic, ambered, world, embellish, dejected, shoved, concocting, huddled, inflamed, temptation, volunteer, misfortune, perish, exaggeration, refuge, conviction, go with, sheepishly. So these are the words. Okay. So now beta, I'm giving you some time. Pause the video. Find the meanings to these words. Yes, you all I have your dictionaries with you now. You may take the help of your dictionaries, find the meanings, and then I'll discuss mine with you. Pause the video and find it out. Okay, let me start mine. The first one we have is fabulous. We often see na fabulous. Wow, fabulous painting it is, isn't it? So what does fabulous means? Wonderful, excellent. Okay, excellent. Inquired, to do inquiry, to ask for information, to seek information, to ask for information. Exotic, unusual or unfamiliar. Maybe unfamiliar because it is not of the not of your area or not of the area around you, maybe from somewhere far away. Okay, ambled, to walk in a slow and relaxed way. World, what does this mean? To turn around, to move around. Embellish, to decorate. Dejected, depressed. Shoved, push roughly. Concocting, to make something by adding several different things together. Most of the times it may be a dish that we prepare by adding various ingredients together. Okay, so concocting. Okay, next is huddled, to crowd together, to group closely. Okay, next we have is inflamed, provoked, to give rise to a strong reaction, especially anger. Many a times we say na do not provoke him, means do not make him angry. Okay, next we have is temptation. Temptation, the desire to do something. It's a desire to do something, and especially when that particular something is unwise, it is wrong. Okay, not good. So next we have volunteer, a person who freely offers to take part in any task. Misfortune, bad luck, perish, to disappear or to die. Exaggeration, to make something seem larger than it really is. Okay, you often have heard in Urdu, you have must have often hear a word in Urdu, बढ़ा चढ़ा के. Yes, that's what बढ़ा चढ़ा कर बताना, to exaggerate, to make something seem larger than it really is. Okay, next we have is refuge, safe place. Conviction, strong belief or opinion. Go with, to desire. Sheepishly, in an embarrassed manner. We often say na, in a sheepish manner, so in an embarrassed manner. Okay, beta, now here I have the first two paragraphs from the lesson True Essence. Go through the lesson. Okay, read the pause the video, read both of the paragraphs silently, then I'll read out for them. Okay, pause the video, start it. Okay, shall I start mine? Okay. True Essence. Oh, do you know? I went to Japan for summer vacation this year. It was fabulous, exclaimed Fatima. Wow, the rest of the class replied, clearly impressed. Most of them had just stayed at home or gone to their relatives for a week's stay. Some of them had gone to Murray, Nathia Gully, and Swat. However, that was not as exciting as Fatma's trip. She even had pictures mounted on chart paper to show the class. Alright, in conversation class today, let's talk about our summer vacations, said Miss Isra. Can I be the first one? Inquired Fatima. Sure, since you are apparently prepared with pictures, why don't you start? Answered Miss Isra. Fatima ambled to the head of the class with a chart paper. She made a great show of attaching the pictures onto the chalkboard with tape and then whirled around to face her classmates. everyone was quite aware that Fatima loved to boast about her father's job with a multinational, about her rich relatives, and about her exotic trips at home and abroad. So here these were the first two paragraphs. Okay, now let me ask some of the questions. I got some questions for you. Okay, beta, what were the students discussing about? What were they discussing about in the class? The second one I have, where did Fatima go for the vacations? The third one, what was Fatima famous for among her classmates? Fourth one, what did Fatima do to make her presentation more interesting? Now, beta, again do the same thing. Pause the video, write your answers to these questions based on the first two paragraphs that we already read. Then I'll discuss mine with you. Pause the video. Okay, let me start mine. What were the students discussing about? The students were discussing about their summer vacations, how they spent their summer vacations. Yes. Where did Fatma go for the vacations? Fatma went to Japan. What was Fatma famous for among her classmates? Fatima was very famous among her classmates for her boasting nature. Yes, as she loved to boast about her father's job with a multinational, about her rich relatives, and about her exotic trips at home and abroad. Okay, what did Fatima do to make her presentation more interesting? Fatima had pictures mounted on chart paper to show the class to make her presentation more attractive, to make her presentation more interesting. Okay, beta, with this we come to an end of today's class. Okay, read the. Hope you understood it well. Let's meet in the next class, inshallah. Till then, take care, stay safe. Jazak Allah, Allah.